What is, where is, and tell me about Carrollton, Virginia. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Hi guys, I'm Rachel Beasley. Welcome, thanks for watching. If you're curious about Carrollton, Virginia, or maybe even other areas of Hampton Roads, we have a lot of videos about this area. But today we are gonna highlight our hometown, Carrollton, Virginia in Isle of Wight County. So it sounds like it's like really far away in like crazy rural areas, but it's actually a really awesome location. Don't have to drive like 30 minutes to get to a grocery store. Just one of the reasons why I love it here. But there's a lot of land out here and there's a lot of homes and lots of homeowners that have beautiful acreage. And there's a ton of subdivisions. So you have the best of both worlds, and we're gonna highlight those today. So it's no secret, Jonathan and I, we bought land 3 years ago here in Carrollton, Virginia, and built our dream home here on 10 acres, and we absolutely love it. So we've gotten to explore Carrollton and gotten to know the people, gotten to know the town, what's available here, and so I want to tell you all about it. But first, let's talk about real estate in Carrollton. Carrollton, it's 5.7 square mile radius of land, and right now in about 2022, there's 8,082. That's so specific. So you know it's not like perfect, guys, but the internet says there's 8,082 people population in Carrollton, Virginia. And what has happened here in the last 2 years has been beautiful, amazing growth. Since 2020, there's been 7.7% growth here in Carrollton, Virginia. Before that, year over year, you were seeing about 2.5% growth. So there's been a lot happening here. There's a lot of new developments, and there's also, the county's also doing a really good job at keeping the rural parts of the county beautiful and protecting those areas as well. Now, Carrollton is basically a plot of land between the Chuckatuck River, and it's kind of surrounded by the James River. So finding a waterfront property here in Carrollton, Virginia could be a lot easier than you think. Or if you're looking for acreage, there's a ton of land out here. There's a ton of undeveloped acreage out here. And then there's also a lot of subdivisions. So let's dive into those subdivisions. And we're gonna start kind of driving. Imagine yourself in Suffolk on Route 17, you're driving towards the JRB, AKA James River Bridge, and you find yourself in the lovely Carrollton, Virginia. So there's a couple of neighborhoods right here on the other side of the bridge. Basically, you see like the Muddy Cove area. On the right, you have the Sugar Hill, which goes way far back into the water. And then you have Cedar Grove Road, which has a couple of huge subdivisions back there. And then when you go all the way back to the water, there's some mamma jamma river houses back there that have that like $8 and $1.2 million price points. So let's look at the like Cedar Grove-ish area here. A lot of these neighborhoods back here are gonna have price ranges starting in the low 300s. And like I said before, some of these are riverfront properties, like 5,000 square feet. And so they'll go way above $1 million for those. But you've got a nice, beautiful range of homes between about 1,800 square feet. You've got your smaller ranch nestled in there every once in a while, but most of these houses are your traditional 2-bedroom homes, 1,800 square feet to like 2,800 square feet, and they're beautiful, beautiful neighborhoods. It's kind of like what you would expect driving through suburbia. So you've got sidewalks and maybe even a couple of property owners associations back there, but they're really low, you guys. They're like $10 and $12 property owners associations, so it's not that bad. So here we are on the right side of Route 17, Carrollton Boulevard, and one of the main streets here that takes you back into a lot of neighborhoods is Sugar Hill Road. Now, Sugar Hill is a long, winding road. There's a lot of subdivisions back here, but there's also a lot of just non-subdivision homes on acreage here as well. So along Sugar Hill, a lot of these houses have acreage. They've been around for a really long time. There's lots of farmland back here too. But if you go all the way back, there's like a newer subdivision that was just built about maybe 3 and 4 years ago by an awesome area builder. And then you have Founders Point, which is a beautiful, actually we've done a video about this neighborhood. It's actually like a resort style luxury community. You have homes here. Most of them are brick or hardy plank, lots of stone accents back here, but this is a gorgeous neighborhood. If you're looking for a neighborhood that has that resort style luxury feeling, this is definitely a great one for you. There's houses that have beautiful waterfront. There's still vacant lots that you can build a custom home on. In Founders Point, you're gonna pay about $105, $106 a month for your property owners association, but it covers a lot of fun stuff. You've got a clubhouse, a pool, there's lots of walking trails back there, there's a dock, and a ton more. Now, price ranges here, you're gonna find yourself, you might find a gem at like $489, $499. Those are really, really rare to find. But most of these price points are gonna be smack dab in the middle of the 500s, all the way up to the 700s, and maybe even closer to that $1 million mark if it's like a brand new construction home on the water with a little bit of acreage there. So you've got some gorgeous homes. I have lots of friends and family and past clients that live in this neighborhood. So please let me know if you're interested in checking this spot out. So continuing down Sugar Hill Road, there's still a lot to see down here. And there's some beautiful, beautiful homes. So please check this area out. It's one of my favorite parts of Carrollton. Now let's get back on Route 17 and keep driving. We've got a new subdivision here. It's that like condo community, Bartlett Station. Got a lot going on here. This is a brand new development. It's gonna be 111 condos. And behind Bartlett Station is gonna be another subdivision of detached homes. Now in the front of Bartlett Station is kind of cool. Hey, Carrollton, we're getting a little more development here. We're gonna have a grocery store here, a bank, a bunch of shops, and it's gonna be really, really awesome. I can't wait to see what they start building here. Now, going further down Carrollton Boulevard, you have Eagle Harbor. Everyone knows where Eagle Harbor is if you live in Carrollton or Isle of Wight. It's a huge, huge subdivision and very, very well thought out. The HOA here is so big. I mean, you've got everything from a clubhouse, volleyball court. There's a huge lake where you can fish out of. They have huge fields where you can play kite, soccer, whatever you want to do with the family. They have a putting green, which is kind of cool. I've seen it and I've walked it. It's really adorable. And then of course they have a pool. They have multiple pools throughout the community actually. So Eagle Harbor is a great spot. You have attached condos, you have townhomes, and then you have detached homes that are more in the back of the community. So you have price ranges here in Eagle Harbor in the low twos. So like this year, I sold 3 condos in Eagle Harbor and they were all at that like 205 and 215 price point. And then you have detached homes that are gonna be in that mid 300s, sold one this year as well. I think we sold for like $439. They go all the way up closer to that $580 price range. But your average sales price in Eagle Harbor on a detached home is gonna be more in that like higher 400 price range. There's a lot to offer here. Now off of Eagle Harbor, you're gonna go down Smith's Neck Road and there's a ton of homes and a ton of little offshoot subdivisions from here as well. This is where you're gonna find more of the countryside of Carrollton. Here in the countryside, you've got some farmland, you've got some ranches, you've got horses. People have horses, goats, chickens everywhere here in Carrollton. I've even seen a peacock, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, I love this area of Carrollton as well because it really does have that countryside feel, but you're only like 5 to a 10-minute drive to the local Food Lion and the restaurants and shops that are around it. So the price points here along this like Smith's Neck Road, you've got Jones Creek back there. You could drop a boat for free. There's no cost to drop a boat at the boat slip there. You can go all the way out to the Dreams River from there. This area of Carrollton has a lot to offer. Your price points here, because this isn't a subdivision part of Carrollton, this is for the countryside. So, you know, you're gonna see small ranch houses being sold for like $150, like a 2 or 3 bedroom, smaller ranch home. Or you can go all the way up to, there's a house that's sold on Riverfront Trail for $1.1 million. So there's a huge range in price points here, and you're bound to find a home that you're gonna fall in love with here in Carrollton, Virginia. And you're gonna fall in love with the people because they're amazing. Everyone is super sweet, kind of laid back, and just wide open, really good people. So let's talk about what's here in Carrollton. What's close by? We have, of course, I've mentioned the Food Lion like 3 or 4 times already because that's our grocery store. But there's other grocery stores close by if you go either across the JRB, the James River, or into Suffolk, and even into Smithfield. There is more to choose from. But we have a nice little shopping hub right here. There's a pharmacy. There's a couple of Mexican restaurants. We've got Italian restaurants. You got your pizza place. You've got everything that you would need right here. And you don't have to drive really, really far. So Carrollton, Virginia, is it a right spot for you? Well, it's right smack dab. It's about a 10-minute drive to Newport News across the James River Bridge, or about a 15 to 20-minute drive into Suffolk, like the northeast Suffolk area, like Harbor View, College Drive area. So you really have a great location right here. If you have any questions about Carrollton, now Carrollton is a part of Isle of Wight County. Isle of Wight County is pretty huge. And soon here we'll be talking about Smithfield and then the other areas of Isle of Wight. But if you want more information information, or maybe you want to look at homes here in the area, we would love to help you here in our own hometown. So please give us a call. Let us know how we can help you. And if maybe there's a topic that we haven't talked about yet, we would love to know what you want to hear. I'm Rachel Beasley at That Fit Team. We are professionals in real estate and passionate about people. So we'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you next time.